See, what most people don't understand is that some opportunities don't look glamorous on paper, but they quietly change people's life. And this RRB Group D 2026 notification is one of those opportunities. The Railway Recruitment Board has announced 22,195 vacancies, and if you are someone who has completed 10th or ITI and you're very serious about getting into a stable government job, this is something you genuinely need to consider carefully. In this video, I'm not just going to repeat the notification, but I'm also going to explain whether this makes sense for you, what you should focus on, and what people usually ignore while applying. If you look at the scale of this recruitment, this is not a small regional hiring drive. This is 22,195 posts distributed across 16 railway zones in India. That means this is a nationwide opportunities. It is not limited to one state or one division. When vacancies are this high, it automatically increases your chances, but only if you prepare properly and apply properly. Now, here's what most people miss when they hear Group D. They immediately assume it's a small job and just move on without realizing that this is Indian Railways. It is a central government employer under the 7th CPC pay matrix. It offers a permanent position with structured growth. Once you enter the railway system, you're not just taking a job, you're entering a long term framework that provides salary, stability, pension benefits, and job security. And all of you know, in today's uncertain private job market, stability actually matters more than what people admit. Another thing you need to understand clearly is that although the vacancies are spread across multiple railway zones, you can apply only for one zone. So instead of randomly selecting based on the vacancy numbers alone, think practically about where you're comfortable working and living for a long term. Now let's remove the confusion about eligibility. So if you have passed 10th or ITI from any recognized board or institute, you are eligible. If you have a national apprenticeship certificate from NCVT, you are also eligible. You do not need any graduation degree. However, if your final results are still pending, you should not apply because incomplete qualifications will lead to rejection. Also, having a higher qualification like a diploma or a degree does not automatically substitute the required ITI qualification. So, do not assume the eligibility without reading it carefully. So the applications begin on 31st Jan 2026 and it closes on 2nd March 2026 with a fee payment allowed until 4th March. There's also a correction window from 5th to 14th March, but that comes with a modification fee too. So my honest advice is not to wait until the final days because railway portals are known to slow down due to heavy traffic. So if you're serious, apply early and avoid unnecessary stress. So the selection process is structured in four stages. Stage 1 is computer based test, stage 2 is physical efficiency test, stage 3 is document verification, and the last stage is medical examination. So each stage eliminates candidates, so clearing one stage does not guarantee final selection. So the CBT determines your merit position, the physical test checks your fitness, and the document and medical stages verify whether you truly meets all the standards. So preparation must be balanced, not just academic but physical as well. The CBT consists of 100 questions covering mathematics, general science, reasoning, and current affairs. So, most of the 10 standard level. So, there's a negative marking of one third for every wrong answer, which means random guessing can reduce your score. So, if you are preparing consistently for 2 to 3 months with focus, this exam is very manageable. So after CBT, the candidates who qualify move to the physical efficiency test. The male candidates must carry 35 kgs for 100 meters within 2 minutes and then they must complete a 1000-meter run within 4 minutes 15 seconds. For the female and transgender, the candidates have slightly different standards. On paper, these numbers may not seem that extreme, but practically they require a lot of preparation. So if you are planning to apply, start with the basic running and strength practice early instead of waiting for the CBT results. Now let's talk about the application fee. For general, EWS and OBC male candidates, the application fee is 500, but 400 is refunded after appearing in the CBT. For SC, ST, female, PWBD and certain other categories, the fee is 250, which is fully refunded after appearing in the exam. So effectively, if you attend the exam, most of your fee comes back, making this a low risk attempt. To apply, just create an account on the official RRB website using Aadhaar or a DigiLocker if possible. Choose your railway zone very, very, very carefully because it cannot be changed later on. So upload a live photograph during the application process. Ensure that your signature is clear and properly formatted. Verify every detail before final submission, and then just complete the fee payment. I have added the official RRB links in the description below, so make sure you apply only through the official websites. If you're serious about building a stable career and you meet the eligibility criteria, this is not an opportunity to ignore casually. 22,195 vacancies represent scale, and scale increases the possibility of selection, but only for those who act early and prepare properly. So tell me in the comments which state you're from and whether you're planning to apply or not. If this video genuinely helped you to understand things clearly, support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Job Compass Official. I'll see you in the next one.